1996. One of the worst years for Nintendo Power covers. Now, I know there was another cover inside that one, but I can't for the life of me remember it. Let me try to... Let me see if I can find it real quickly. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah, it looks something like that. They really wanted you to see the controller up close. And in case you couldn't tell, this is all about the Ultra 64. So yeah, kind of hard to judge this one. So it gets a whatever. MK64 is the weakest Mario Kart title. Actually, you are correct. It is one of the weakest ones, yeah. Killer Instinct 2 in the arcade now. Yeah, they didn't have any console games to promote, so let's promote an arcade game for the first time. Wait, is it even up? No, it's not up. Where are you? There you are. Killer Instinct 2 in the arcade now. What's new? Who's back? In depth. Toy Story. I'm surprised they didn't put Toy Story on the front, or Mega Man X3. And also Dragon Quest 6 down there. Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed something. They raised the price. It's almost $5 now. Oh, no. Bill Clinton making gaming magazines more expensive. Oh, no. Anyway, it's not bad. You do have a point. But counterpoint. It's not X5 or X6 or 7 or 8. Next. Super Mario RPG. Again, we're not going to talk about any games that are actually out right now. We're going to talk about games that are coming out. Yeah, I liked X5. It just ended up being way too easy for me. Once you had everything you could find, you could just breeze through the game. But that's just me, though. That's just me. Okay. What am I doing? I don't know. Super Mario RPG. Yeah, I think that was about the most challenging part of the whole game, getting that armor piece in Volt Kraken stage. Oh, I just noticed something in this cover. They killed him! They killed the crook, the robber guy! They just smushed him! All he did was steal Mallow's frog coin. He didn't deserve to be smushed like that. I never noticed that. Anyway, Super Mario RPG, Honestly, actually, let me go back real fast. Look at how the hammer was inserted into Mario's hand. He's not even holding it. It's just pasted on there. You can't fool me, Nintendo Power. Yeah, the handle was weirdly long. Definitely. So, you are a lame cover. For that reason, yes, an attempt was made. There was an attempt made, so I can't completely hate it. But it's not a good cover. Next. Oh, this won't take long. Dude, just wait a second. Bam. Okay. Screw you. Doug, moving on. Next. Hey, Ken Griffey's back. Hide the bunny, because Ken Griffey's back on Nintendo Power. And he's all smiles about it, too. Yeah, he stole the cover spotlight from games like Super Mario RPG, Lufia 2, one of the saddest RPGs ever conceived. Oh, Nintendo 64 4-page exclusive Mission Impossible. The cover designer discovered the blur effect. Sure did. I like it more than the 94 cover he did, but it's still a very lame cover. Next. It's another previews issue. It's a blowout of Nintendo 64 games. Blast Corps, Pilot Wing 64, Shadows of the Empire, GoldenEye, Cruisin' USA, and more. But we want you to play Mario. Which I get. Super Mario 64 was great at the time. More blurring effects, yes! It's lame. Next. Yet another previews issue, because for some reason we did not have any games coming out. So now, my friends, tag yourself. Which one are you? As for me, I am this Kirby right here. Poyo. Yeah, Poyo. Because 90s Nintendo was afraid to make Kirby cute like the JP marketing, but hold on, wait a second. They had no problem with this. And yet we get that Kirby. But I am still gonna put you under Oogle on the principle that... Oh, whoops. Yeah. It is Oogle on the basis that how many different preview issues can Nintendo Power do in 1 year? I'm gonna have to fix this. There we go. Yeah, we're almost done with this portion of the tier list. Next. Oh my god, it's not a preview issue. It is Tetris Attack. Head-to-head blockbuster. Tetris Attack is such an amazing game, aka Panel de Pon on the Nintendo Switch Online. Yoshi dead. I mean, it's not a really good cover because the spacing of everything is kind of all over the place, but I'll take this over a preview issue. He got Mike Wazowski'd. Oh no. So lame. It's a lame cover. And at last, the Nintendo 64 comes out. There we go. The Nintendo 64 comes out. Yeah, they could have put Kirby Superstar on the cover, but they didn't. Because previews. Mario launches the Fun Machine. Yep, so long, Gay Bowser. Which Mario does not say in Super Mario 3D All-Stars. How dare they? Yeah, this cover. Honestly, whatever. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, Bowser looks way better on this cover than he ever did on the Nintendo 64 in any game he was in, especially Super Mario 64. Next. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. This was a fun Mortal Kombat, a fun take on Ultimate. Increase your mortality rate. I did not notice that was on the cover because the color choicing right there. And the art on Kung Lao, Shiva, Liu Kang, Ermac, and Sonya. Wait, hold. What is going on with Sonya's eyes right here? Come to think of it, what is going on with everybody's eyes right here? I mean, Noob Saibot looks fine. But everybody else, everything else. Oogle. It is a very Oogle cover. Next. Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. This was fun, but the cover, though, it's fine. It's a nice cover. I kind of like this game, too. It was the first game I got with my first ever TV that I had plugged into my bedroom. I got a brand new TV just for me in my room. I plugged the Super Nintendo in there, and my first game, Donkey Kong Country 3. The cover, though, will put you in not bad. Next. Killer Instinct Gold. Enter to win a jet ski. Oh, cool. That face. Kind of like... No, this looks like a GamePro cover. Wow. Ouch. I was gonna say it looks like something straight out of Reboot, but GamePro cover. Can't really top that, though. Michael Jackson ass face. Oh, man. Oogle. Okay. Now, we are entering 1997 covers, and I'm probably going to stop this portion of the Nintendo Power covers tier chart. Because my throat is getting kind of scratchy, and yeah, I made 4 of these tier charts because I couldn't fit them all into one. So we'll finish up with 97, and then we'll call it a stream, and then I'll pick this up again another time. Maybe, I don't know, before Christmas, after Christmas, during Christmas, I don't know. Next. Not that. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. That is absolutely true. They're getting less interesting in design. There are some Crescent Fresh ones later on, but they're very few in between. Shadows of the Empire. One of 4 cover features. You could have had a Stormtrooper, or you could have had IG whatever, Boba Fett, Dash Rendar. I had the Dash Rendar cover. That's what Nintendo Power gave me in the mail. They gave me Dash Rendar. Yeah, that cover. Whatever is all I gotta say about it. Oh, whoops. Woo, whatever. Trying to fit it all. What about Storm? I didn't have a choice. I was a Nintendo Power subscriber, and they said they thought I wanted Dash Rendar more than Stormtrooper or Boba Fett. Ah well. Next. Mario Kart 64. Although this game gave us one of the coolest Rainbow Roads and one of the coolest soundtracks, I love them more. Blah, 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 blah. I like the Mario Kart 64 score, but the game itself. Ugh. And yes, I also prefer Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing, one of my favorite games of all time, to be honest with you. One of my favorite Nintendo 64 games, one of my favorite games overall. And another game I actually recorded for Gauntlet. Man, I should be linking these, but actually no, I can't, because for some reason OBS won't let me chat in my own chats. I'll have to fix that later. But yes, I did do a Gauntlet episode where I played through Diddy Kong. In fact, Diddy Kong Racing is currently the only game to be featured in every project I've ever done for NDisc. I talked about it heavily with Azure Sama when MDisc Playlist was a podcast. I featured it in my Primer series. I recorded it for Gauntlet. And my current video essay series, Silver Age, I did a Diddy Kong Racing themed episode, and that is now my highest viewed video essay. So yay, Diddy Kong Racing, so special. But that's how memorable Mario Kart 64 is, because it makes you think, oh, this is the racing game that is so inferior to Diddy Kong Racing. But where should we put this on the tier? It's not bad. It's not a bad cover. Next. Oh, wait. Before we go. Wario making the same face everyone on Toad's Highway was making. Anyway, next. There we go. Turok Dinosaur Hunter. My cousin had this game, and that ups it 2 tiers. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it where it's at. Look at that serpentine font. Now I kind of want Bunny's opinion on the font choices here. That T-Rex's neck looks broken. Oh, something's happening to that T-Rex's neck right there. I kind of like the cover. I kind of like this. I'm putting it in the fine category. Because once again, it's my tier chart, not yours. And yes, Doom 64 is in this lineup. So get ready. Because Blast Core is next, actually. Boom, Blast Core. Explosive 8-page blowouts. Doom 64, Fear and Loathing on Phobos. Was there a 90s child that actually got that reference? Also, one of the most difficult rare games. 8 pages, enough to give Blast Core its own cover feature. As for the actual blasting, you can kind of see it tucked away back here. As for its spot on the tiers, was that? So I started blasting, Bunny says in the other room. Next, there we go, Doom 64. All of the gory details. I kind of want to play this. I think it's on Game Pass. It should be on Game Pass. I mean, every Bethesda game. Yeah. But wow, we could have had War Gods on the cover. But nah, we got Doom 64. New Super NES sequel, The Lost Vikings 2. Yeah, but The Lost Vikings is from some company that's a giant, raging dumpster fire. This is actually a good attempt at Nintendo Power depicting the first-person shooter genre as it's being played on their cover. I like it enough. Go away. So, boom. It's not bad. Next, Clay Fighter 63 1/3. Globs of fun. Ah, this does not look like a good cover. Featuring the Booger Man, which actually legitimately is his name, by the way. The Booger Man. No, you were right the first time. It's Clay Fighter 63 1/3 on the Nintendo 54. You were right the first time, JP. But here's the question. Did you play this version, or did you play the limited edition Blockbuster version? He absolutely does have the same color palette as the background. I'm amazed that he's able to stand out enough. Oh, Hexen. I rented Hexen. I like playing that one. But sorry, Clay Fighter, it's not enough. It is still kind of a oogly cover. Next, Star Fox 64. I don't like this as much as the Zap Brannigan Star Fox cover. It's not a good cover. It's not horrible, but it's not a good cover. International Superstar Soccer 64. Wait, is that the soccer game that became a meme a couple years ago? The Ronaldo one? So which tier does it barrel roll into? Well, let's find out which tier it barrel rolls into. Where did I have the Star Fox? I had Star Fox under fine. Lame. It goes in the lame one. The look at you, once so proud, now go away and never return one. Next. Hide the ladies and the lady types. It's Pierce. It's Mr. Pierce in GoldenEye. Another one of the greatest Nintendo 64 games ever. That I absolutely cannot wait to play on Switch Online. Nixie, if you're still in there or lurking, I am going to pitch the hell out of an esports tournament for GoldenEye. Mischief Makers! Oh, I loved Mischief Makers so much. Now, Mischief Makers, there's a game that needs a Switch Online release. So the question here is, what part of the cover do I judge? Do I judge the whole cover, or do I judge Pierce himself? Or both? Also, it looks like they're trying to do what they did with the Doom 64 cover, but the person is attacking Pierce. It is a very awkward cover. Very awkward, even. Lame. You're a lame cover. And who is standing in front of the tower, Bunny? It's Pierce. You have to get through Pierce to get to the tower. So they're gonna try and kill Pierce with fire. In addition to the tower. Next, 100. We made it through 100 issues. The 100 best games of all time. The 100 coolest codes ever. 100 different ways to play GoldenEye. And spoiler, they considered Super Mario 64 the greatest game of all time in this issue. So best GoldenEye weapon, and why is it Odd Jobs hats? They didn't really talk about Odd Jobs hat because they didn't want you to know. They didn't want you to know how good that hat is. Well, Ocarina wasn't out yet. That is absolutely true. Once Ocarina came out, every other top games of all time had Ocarina of Time at the top. Followed by everybody saying, no, you're wrong, Majora's Mask is the best of all time. This is actually a good cover. The 100 font looks nice. Mario doesn't look horrible. The headers look nice, and you get to see all the covers. Covers blasting out in your face. You are a Crescent Fresh cover. We're down to 3 more covers, I believe. Because, yeah, I think this was the September issue. October, November. Yeah, 3 more. 3 more covers. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Mario's Jump. Call back to issue 1. Hell yeah. Alright. Next, 3 more. Extreme G. Nah, Diddy Kong Racing was much better. Mischief Makers was better. I feel like Extreme G was Nintendo 64's way of competing against PlayStation's Wipeouts. Oh, lame. Should be in the lame tier. Wait. Game Boy Double Play. Oh, whoops. Not yet. Donkey Kong Land 3 and Tamagotchi. Alright, we'll put it in the lame tier. I'll do it for you. Come on. Come on, game. Okay. Next. NFL Quarterback Club 98. QB Club takes on Madden 64. Yes, but we'll have to wait until next time to rave about Pokemon and the Pokemon Power mini issues. Now, all I could think about when I see this cover is all the Packers references in Mystery Science Theater. And also, Konami reveals Nintendo 64 game plan. Yes, they absolutely did have a game plan. Their plan was to try and convince people that their 3D games were better than Symphony of the Night. They weren't. Oh. Also on the next stream, we will be talking about the crappy Castlevania. I promise you that. I can see that. I can clearly see the MST3K emotes right here. So, I know Minnesota had a pretty bitching comeback against the Colts earlier today, but how are we feeling about the Packers right now? Are they Crescent Fresh? Are they lame? Are they good? Are they whatever? I might just put it in whatever because I really have no opinion whatsoever. And finally, Diddy Kong Racing, or as Nintendo Power calls it, Diddy Kong 16 Adventure Pages Racing. Again, the only game to be featured to have a main in-your-face feature on every M-Disc project I have worked on. And also, Mortal Kombat Mythologies is in this. Final hot take. I actually enjoyed Mortal Kombat Mythologies. I enjoyed it enough to make a Silver Age episode on Mortal Kombat Mythologies. It's a glorious dumpster fire of a game. And the PlayStation version is much better because you get all the fine FMV acting and cutscenes. I missed the last one because I had to retweet some Hirotoshi Sano Escaflowne art. That is very important. So here, you missed the Packers. You missed the Packers because Escaflowne art is more important. But anyway, Diddy Kong Racing. This is actually a pretty cool cover. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm gonna put it in the gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. It introduced Quan Chi in the games. But, JP, we actually got Quan Chi in the super special, awesome, he said hesitantly, Mortal Kombat USA Saturday morning cartoon. I believe that's where we first saw Quan Chi. But yeah, we did it. Tier chart. Well, the first part of the tier chart. That's, whoops. That's 103 covers. So many iffy US game covers. Yes! Yes! Yes, there were so many iffy US game cartoons. And the iffy Mortal Kombat 1 gave us Quan Chi. So yeah, wow. Thank you everybody for stopping by and chatting from beginning to end. I'm not used to this. So I guess that's what I need to do for my streams. I need to make fun little tier charts or talk about Nintendo Power. I shouldn't actually play games. I should save those for my videos.
Much later.
So, last time, I made it all the way to... Boom. Issue number 103, December 1997. There was absolutely no way that I was going to make it through all 285 covers in one evening. But the rest of the covers should not take as long to go through, because it was around this time that I started getting into PlayStation stuff, and I was more invested in the official PlayStation magazine with the demo discs. That was my jam. Nintendo Power, I still had a soft spot for it, but PlayStation was constantly killing it. Alright. Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna try one more. I'm gonna try one more time to get back in. I can't. Okay, cool. I think Twitter is okay right now. There was a login to my account. It was me. I did it. I logged into my own damn account. Anyway, oh. Oh, hello, Mr. JP. You didn't miss anything. You're just getting started, and I totally was not stalling for time at all. No, not me. But to refresh memories, this was our tier chart from last time, up to December 1997. The tiers are as followed. From Crescent Fresh, which are covers that look amazing, look wonderful, I want to print them out and frame them, all the way down, gnarly, fine, not bad, whatever, lame, oogle, heinous, aka looks like AI art. So without further ado, we are going to finally continue with part 2. Maybe we'll go to part 3. Who knows? Got some very play it loud tier covers right here. Get out of here, you stupid ad. Stupid ad. Stupid ad. Okay. Let's put this back up. Yes. Oh yeah, we're getting to Ocarina of Time territory here. This is 1998, an incredible year for gaming. Not just on Nintendo's front, it's all over. So let's not waste time anymore. First cover. Yoshi's Story. This is actually an adorable cover. And you can just, it's a very, very storybook-esque game, and you can just see all the Yoshis popping out of the story. There's so much going on, a lot of details, and you know what? I like it. I like it. We're off to a good start, I think. So, I am going to put you in Gnarly. You are a Gnarly cover. Actually, you know what? You're Crescent Fresh, actually. We are starting right out of the gate with Crescent Fresh. Yes, Snowboard Kids. Oh, Capsule J was saying that Snowboard Kids is the best snowboarding game of all time, but I mean, I haven't played it yet. Oh, you have arrived just in time for your favorite Nintendo 64 game, Yoshi's Story. But I am sorry to say that we have to go from Yoshi's Story to this. WCW versus NWO. Not only is it heinous because it's Hulk Hogan, but it's heinous because it's Hulk Hogan turning into a crappy looking CG Hulk Hogan, as you can see by the arms. And why you gotta do that to Sting? Sting is 100 times better than you, Mr. Hogan. Yeah, Sting deserves much better than that. So, screw you, Hogan. You're heinous. You and your wrestling. But mostly you. Next. Speaking of snowboarding, 1080 snowboarding. Also, Quake 64 and Rampage World Tour. And Wario Land 2 and Castlevania Legends. Not quite Snowboard Kids, but extreme sports were on the rise in the late 90s. This one, not sure. A little too blurry for my tastes. Yep, once again, someone found the blur effect in Photoshop. Oh, they found, not only did they find the blur effect, but they thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Whoa, dude, hey, check out this blur effect. Check out the shit that I could do with the blur effect. You can go blur on way down to lame. Nah, yeah, lame. Lame is fine. You deserve lame. Just for the crimes against Blur. Quest 64. It's moving, dude. Totes moving. And yeah, Quest 64. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a really cool concept. Just a JRPG, I think it was a JRPG, a role-playing game in a 3D environment. Wow. This coming from the mind who did not see any of Final Fantasy VII yet. Anyway, next. Kobe. Oh, baby Kobe. Very baby Kobe. And also, Ken Griffey Jr. Griffey's there. Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Oh, wait a minute. It's not the Nintendo 64 one. It's the Game Boy. Oh, wait a minute. Game Boy camera. I loved the Game Boy camera. Wait, River King's in here? Oh, yeah, River King. Never played River King, but it looks fun. No. There's no blur. There's no outright editing here, like extensive editing. It looks like a pretty good sports shot. So, Kobe, your cover's fine. You got a fine cover. Oh, you guys missed out. Game Boy camera was so fun to use, and the games and all the creepypasta shit that was in there. I definitely cannot wait to highlight this on a later episode of Silver Age. I guess some of the font choices are a little, but it's not too distracting compared to the kind of fonts they could use. Next. It's Kobe! It's Ken Griffey! We go from Kobe to Ken Griffey Jr. Now we got some really questionable font choices here. And also Ken Griffey Jr. for the third time. His third cover, because nobody else played baseball, apparently. Nobody was as cool or as popular as Seattle's own Ken Griffey Jr. And I say that risking getting my ass kicked by Bunny in a little bit. Game Boy Monster Fun. Pokemon Phenomenon. Oh, we're getting to Pokemon here, folks. Oh. Well, yeah, you do bring up... Oh, whoops. You do bring up a good point there. I mean, Nintendo Power... Well, Nintendo in general, they were based in Washington. So we can see right here. Good old Redmond, Washington. Probably why they gotta represent their homeboy, Mr. Ken Griffey. Seattle's proudest, baseball man. Whatever. Just whatever. There are other baseball players. Nintendo Power. Next, one of the greatest platformers, 3D platformers, probably the best platformer in Nintendo 64's lineup, Banjo-Kazooie. Also the Game Boy camera. Fur flies in our 12-page review with that bendy little font right there. All-Star Baseball 99. I'm surprised they didn't put Ken Griffey Jr. on the cover here. And oh my god, E3. E3 crap in here too. Wow. No! Go away, Ken Griffey. I was joking. Actually, wait, before I hear this, it's not a terrible cover. Well, Banjo and Kazooie look okay, but everything else, could be better. So, it's not bad. It is not a bad cover. Gotta be generous to Banjo-Kazooie. Next, though, Nintendo Power's 10th anniversary featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker. Or I should rephrase that. Stone Cold Steve Austin going one-on-one with The Undertaker. Shout out to Teddy Long right there. Oh yeah, F-Zero X is in there too. But Nintendo Power's 10th anniversary. Steve Austin's gonna stomp a mud hole in all your memories of Nintendo Power. 10 years worth of it. I remember when Nintendo almost made Captain Falcon the mascot of the Super Nintendo. But it was not meant to be. Oh, and in case you weren't aware... Oh, whoops. Not yet. Not yet, Bomberman. In case you weren't aware, Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was becoming a gigantic deal in wrestling in 98, 97. Because, you know, attitude. And good on them. I mean, Attitude Era, a lot of it did not age well, but I will take this over that any day of the week. Also, WWF Warzone. It let you create your own wrestler. And those FMV cutscenes with the wrestlers challenging you. Classics. Classic FMVs. At least on the PlayStation version. As for the cover itself, honestly, whatever. Don't really have any real opinions about it. So, meh, shrug. Now, come on. Whoops, wrong one. Hold on. Ah, where'd you go? Okay, now, we get the Bomberman. Also the start of Pokemon Power, which was little booklet, mini booklet that had lots of information hyping up Pokemon, including graphic little comic adaptations of the first few episodes of the first Pokemon anime. By the way, Ash, Pikachu, good luck on your retirement endeavors when that happens. This is actually not a bad cover. Not bad. It doesn't look ugly overall. Unfortunate farewell to Team Rocket. Yeah. I'm gonna miss Team Rocket more, the most. Those lovables. They did protect the world from devastation. And they did try to catch that Pikachu, but I'm pretty sure they forgot why they were trying to catch Pikachu. So now they get to live their best lives. Maybe they can collect Pokemon cards or something. So, okay, sorry. Bomberman, it's a fine cover. And yes, once again, the most expensive Bomberman game in modern times. Next, yeah, F-Zero X. Fast Track to the Future. And, that font up there, exclusive Zelda update, that is That is an ugly ass font. That's an ass font right there. Gex, enter the Gex. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, I had a copy of that on PlayStation. I didn't rent it, I owned it. It's a game. But yeah, F-Zero. I guess it depicts how fast everything goes, because can't really see much of anything. The 3D Photoshop effects on the fonts are so painful looking. I can't look at this anymore. I need to get out of there. Oogly. It's an oogly cover. Through no fault of F-Zero X, because it's actually a fun game. But wow, the font and effects choices here. Anyway, next. Yikes. Oh, hold on. Zelda Explored. That's a fanfic title right there if I've ever seen one. Does it look like Turok? It looks like something. Turok, I don't know, but let me show you the first Turok cover that they did. We got that. Pretty badass cover. And now that. It's like point of view. You are the dinosaur that's about to get arrowed. Oh yeah, I could win NFL Blitz. But JP, I'd rather play NBA Jam. I'm an NBA Jam guy. Guy type. But wait a second, here's the bigger thing. Madden 99 or NFL Quarterback Club 99? Who cares about NFL Blitz? So much football. It could be Family Guy pilot episode John Madden. Football. But anyway, lame. That is a lame cover. It is a lame downgrade from the previous Turok cover. Oh wait, this is October. This is October's cover. November 1998. The month that we allegedly got the greatest game that ever existed in the 90s. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The biggest issue ever. Not because Ocarina of Time is on the front, but because Nintendo Power started printing advertising in the covers now. They started putting ads in there. They had never done that before. Now they were. That is literally the only reason why this is the biggest issue ever. He has come to save the princess. But yeah, Ocarina of Time. Still debated as to whether or not this is the best Zelda game ever. Or at least the best game in the 90s. Or hell, even the best game of all time. It is still debated. It is still a hot topic. Still eating dinner, don't mind me. Me? I mean, it wouldn't be a Nintendo Power stream without the hot takes. Here's my hot take. Wind Waker exceeded Ocarina of Time. There you go. Wind Waker might be the best 3D Zelda. That or Twilight Princess, but I'm leaning towards Wind Waker. Ocarina of Time, I recently replayed the whole thing when it popped up on Switch Online. Some of the dungeons still hold up, but compared to future Zelda titles, not so good-ish. It's still a good game. It's still one of the best Zelda games, but not as god tier as people make it out to be. Its graphics aged well when given the HD swollen Wind Waker. And I still need to... I would not mind getting that, the HD Wind Waker, while we still have access to Wii U's eShop. Here we go. Bunny with the best hot take about Ocarina of Time. She's got the best one. Mega Man Legends holds up better. It absolutely does. Now, I would personally love to do a Silver Age episode on Mega Man Legends, but Jeremy Parrish already made the absolute perfect video about Mega Man Legends. Its history, how it innovated way more than Ocarina of Time did, and Jeremy Parrish even highlighted the comparisons between Legends and Laputa Castle in the Sky, one of Studio Ghibli's greatest films. And yes, Legends has some of the most advanced facial expressions. So yes, if you are just joining us, or if you are watching, we are totally talking about Mega Man Legends while Link is staring at us, judging us, waiting to slash us. It's only a shame Capcom can't give us a Legends collection. Yeah, of course. God forbid that they do that. I mean, we have collections of the OG series, X, Zero, we're even getting Battle Network. Why not Legends? So how about this Ocarina of Time cover? Don't even bring that up. I feel so sorry for anybody that got super invested in 3. I'm so sorry. Okay, Link, let's tier you so you can stop judging us for talking about how Mega Man Legends did everything better and innovated more. Gnarly. You could be our first Gnarly cover. Next. Wow. Wow, this is a cover. And hey, Quest for Camelot on the Game Boy Color. Hey, we got a bot in here. Hi, bot. How you doing, bots? You want to offer chat bots? Oh, okay. That's not creepy of you. Hold on a second. Boom, boom. Wait a minute. Boom. Boom. Okay, there. You're gone now. Sorry, everybody else. Anyway, Star Wars Rogue Squadron with a cover that's about as beautiful as the ogre's butt. Quest for Camelot reference that I probably should not have said out loud. But you know what? It could be worse. I saw Quest for Camelot in theaters. Yeah. That was a choice. Choice decision there. But, yeah. What a cover. We will tier you accordingly. There we go. Heinous. Yeah, I kind of didn't give my mom a choice in the matter. She couldn't nope out of it, and I still feel bad to this. Actually, no. I think she is more bitter that she couldn't nope out of the Tom and Jerry movie than Quest for Camelot. I might have to ask her about that. Which one she's more upset about? Having to watch Tom and Jerry the movie or Quest for Camelot? Yeah. Next. Ew. Castlevania. So yeah, remember that Crescent Fresh Super Castlevania 4 cover? That was the last time Castlevania was on the cover of Nintendo Power. Now we got this. The game that a lot of people thought was going to be so much better than Symphony of the Night. It is! It is the Sailor Moon font! I would not have known that. Yeah, Link's Awakening DX, cool, but Castlevania 64 with the Sailor Moon font! That's clearly the bigger deal right here. Not a colorized version of one of the greatest portable games ever made. Why would you want to worry about that when you got this lovely masterpiece? I cannot continue that. Yeah. So tag yourself. I am the skeleton right there, having been murdered by having to look at this cover so soon after having to look at the previous cover. Oogly. The only reason you're not heinous is because of the Sailor Moon fonts. Yeah, in Castlevania 64, you play a Belmont who is fighting evil by moonlight and winning love by daylight. Thank you, Bunny. Next. Mario Party. The game that destroys friendships. This completely shatters them. Yes, Peach, you better be terrified. "10 pages of fun," it says. Mario Party 1 left so many holes in people's hands that if you try to boot it on Switch Online, it even warns you to play the game carefully. I shit you not, my friends. There is no disclaimer like that for any other Switch Online game, just for Mario Party 1. So this is actually an okay cover, better than some of the other ones we've had to stare at. Even the font choices isn't terrible. So I might have to put you in not bad. In comparison, at least. What is this? February 19... Okay. Yeah, 1999. This is where my memory of what was happening on Nintendo was kind of fizzling out. I mean, we had Ocarina of Time. We had Banjo-Kazooie. Not much left going on. And I was too busy getting hyped for the release of Lunar Silver Star Story to really care about what was going on in Nintendo Land. So, Tonic Trouble. I actually kind of like this cover. It's rather silly. I mean, you got Tonic, but look at that guy. And look at that tomato! That's a troll face tomato right there. Oh man, JP. I said at the beginning that 1998, I was kind of phasing out of Nintendo a little bit in favor of the official US PlayStation magazines with their demo discs. There was one that had just the boat song scene from Silver Star Story. As soon as I saw that, I knew I needed that game. And the more I learned about that game, the more I wanted it. And soon after Ocarina of Time's release, Lunar was really the only game I was really invested in. Save for some of the demos that the PlayStation magazine had, like Silent Hill and, oh, Bust a Groove. I loved the Bust a Groove demo, but really, Lunar. So anyway, Tonic Trouble. 10 pages of thrills and tonic spills. Okay, I cannot hate that cover. I absolutely cannot hate that cover. It is not Crescent Fresh, but I love it. It is too amusing not to make it any less than gnarly. Next. Beetle Adventure Racing. Oh, it's an EA game? I did not realize that. And the original Super Smash Brothers, which it was alright. But I heard Beetle Adventure Racing was actually not a terrible racer. But there is so much happening in this picture. Is it a pirate game? Is it a dinosaur game? Is it a racing game? It seems it's apparently a little bit of everything. And also Beetles. Cars of the future, as they were promoted. It was very smashing, too. So many YouTube videos I've seen want this, this game, Beetle Adventure Racing? I mean, there have been surprising remasters of other Nintendo 64s. Yeah, those poor slug bugs. It is very... I do not quite know how to tier that one. There's so much happening. It's not hideous looking. I guess it's not bad. Not a bad cover. Anyway, next. Oh, we go from one racer to another. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. A racer that did get re-released, conveniently enough. Oh, and hey, look. Notice that they actually have the actual font title now. Woohoo, congratulations, Nintendo Power. You are so invested in Star Wars Episode 1 Racer that you had to get the actual fonts for this, the appropriate fonts. Oh my goodness, it's a Duck Nuts. Hello. Oh, and hey, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer is so cool, so good, that it actually kept Ken Griffey Jr. off the cover of Nintendo Power. They had a Ken Griffey game right here, but for once, they weren't going to put Ken Griffey on the cover. And yeah, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer was actually pretty fun. I remember enjoying it. And this was also another collector's cover that they did. I don't have what the other color... The other... What is wrong with me? The other covers that they had. I don't have those on hand right away. But it's basically this. Just take any card, replace it with this action shot right here. Now this is a pod racing cover. I guess, as some would say. The only thing that kind of distracts me is some of the effects that they put in there, but otherwise it's pretty good cover. I liked it. I like this cover. I am going to put you... Fine, it is a fine cover. It is a fine-ass cover. And speaking of fun, Pokemon Snap. Zoom in. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on this poor looking Eevee right here. This Eevee right here. We can also look at this Meowth right there, which actually doesn't look horrifying. Squirtle actually looks decent. Pikachu looks fine. But Eevee, what happened to you? What happened, Eevee? What happened? Pokemon Snap, that was another fun game. I guess that's another one that Nintendo 64 had that caught my interest, that distracted me away from Lunar Silverstar story enough. But what they did to Eevee, unforgivable. You are lame for what you did to Eevee. Pokemon Snap cover. Huh? There you are. It's the one spin-off my baby brother wants to play. Let your baby brother play it. It is a great game. It is still a great game. It still holds up. And hey, Pokemon Snap Photo Safari. Take pictures of real Pokemon? Print them out at Blockbuster? Now wait a second there. I'm smelling a hot take here. Are you saying new Snap wasn't as good as the OG Snap? I mean, no judging here. We all got our hot takes and opinions, and that's what makes the internet so lovable. I mean, I'll admit I didn't really play much of new Snap. Everyone I know treated it like it came and went. Yeah, unfortunately, I guess I would agree with you there. It did come and go, but I still think it's fun. I enjoy taking the pictures of everybody looking so cute, and honestly, I'd say new Snap is one of the best looking Switch games out there. Here's my hot take. New Snap looks better than some of the more recent Pokemons that they released on the Switch, the main ones. Kaboom, hottest of the hot takes right there. So, I'm so sorry, again, what they did to you, Eevee. Anyway, next. We got another racer. World Driver Championship. In Vegas. Passing by the Oh, crap. Hard Rock Cafe. Almost forgot what that was. Hard Rock Cafe. I'm pretty sure that's a Hard Rock Cafe. I've only been there one time. The music aesthetic was fine from what I remember, but the food, I mean, you could go to TGIF's and you'd get the same quality of food as you would at Hot Topic. Not Hot Topic, Hard Rock Cafe. Why did I say Hot Topic? Also, Rugrats on the Nintendo 64. The Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. And once again, Nintendo Power wants to remind you that Ken Griffey Jr. has another game out there. Don't you want to play more Ken Griffey Jr. games? It's not a bad cover. Not a bad cover, to be honest with you. I don't know that much about the game, but it's fine. It is a fine cover. Next. Hybrid Haven. Oh, Pokemon Pinball introduced you to the original JP intro. Okay, that's definitely a fun way to get into that. Yeah, Hybrid Haven. It looks like a scene straight out of Reboots. And I'm not trying to be ironic here. It really does look like a scene straight out of Reboots, if anybody remembers that. I honestly don't have any real opinions about this one way or another. So, whatever. Whatever, and let's just get on with it. Next. Oh my god. Rare. Yeah. I have so many hot takes on Mario Golf, but woof. Woof, my buddy is there. Woof, woof, woof. But let's be honest here. Yeah, I'd be side-eyeing this cover too. This almost looks as bad as the Mega Man 3 cover. Oh, but hey, enter to win Pokemon movie premiere contest. Don't say you love me, you don't even know me. Yeah. Rare, you were the bomb on the Nintendo 64, but that cover, yikes, I cannot with that cover. Please be a good cover next. October, come on. That's my birthday month. My real birthday month. Please, I hope there's a good cover. Okay, that's fine. And timely, a good, very relevant cover here too. Ash and Pikachu. Special Pikachu edition. Pokemon Yellow. I'll take this over the Jet Force Gemini cover. Oh, Bertman, hi, yeah. Hello, yeah. I remember the last few times you've tried to catch me on a stream, I'm usually wrapping it up. I think the last time you actually caught me in a stream was when I was playing Super Mario RPG a couple of years ago. The game that only barely uses anime elements. And yeah, you do get Pikachu. And yeah, you get Team Rocket. And it inspired the Pokemon Let's Go games. Speaking of Pokemon games that seemed like it came and went. I mean, it was novel, but yeah. This cover, though, I like it. It does a good job depicting the anime, which I guess Pokemon Yellow was trying to do. Not a faithful recreation of the anime, though. Oh my god, Bertman. Nintendo Power was literally the only thing I would read at home back when I was a young one. Yeah, I had to read some school books and whatnot, but Nintendo Power, that was the only thing I wanted to read, before I got into Goosebumps. So yeah, I absolutely did collect Nintendo Power. Club Nintendo, yeah. And we here in North America also had a Club Nintendo that tied into Nintendo Power. Oh, Donkey Kong 64. I feel like that game murdered anybody's enthusiasm with collectathons. Oh wait, we didn't even tier this cover yet. Not distracted by, everything. It's a fine cover. Was it now? Yeah. Club Nintendo was a magazine here. in Latin America. Something totally different to the Club Nintendo in the US and Japan. And Donkey Kong 64, there it is. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why just the eyes? Because this is one of those covers that you fold out and there's a hidden picture underneath. I wonder if I can look up the actual, what the actual cover looked like real fast. Just give me a second here. Okay. The absolute best. Oh wait, actually, wait a second. Okay, here's the absolute best that I can do. Yeah. You open up the front and it looks like that. There we go. So yeah, that's Donkey Kong 64. They took the collectathon aspect of platformers and pretty much force-fed it to you, like Wreck-It Ralph force-feeding all those pancakes to the poor little bunny. But hey, Donkey Kong 64 gave us Grant Kirkhope's masterpiece, the DK rap. Yeah, Rare perfected it with Banjo-Kazooie, and then they just gave us way too much of the whole collectathon thing, and just burnt us out on it very quickly. So, whatever. It's a whatever cover. Very much a whatever. Just like Donkey Kong 64. And then Tooie made it worse. I tried many times to get into Tooie, and I just couldn't. I couldn't enjoy it as much as I did the first game. Lanky Kong, everyone's favorite and most memorable Kong. There were so many Kongs, a barrel full of Kongs, as Nintendo Power said. Also, Jet Force Gemini Part 2. Anyway, next. Hey, it's Santa Claus. I mean Mankind. I mean Mick Foley. Socko Stuffers. See, that is a fine cover. It's not Nintendo Power showing you, oh, it's a wrestling game, so we gotta show you wrestlers doing wrestling moves. Nah, here's Mick Foley as Mankind being his wholesome self. Promoting WWF WrestleMania 2000, which was actually a really fun WWF game. And for those of you that were into wrestling games, this was WrestleMania 2000 was the precursor to No Mercy, which was a lot of people's favorite wrestling game. Still a lot of people's favorite wrestling game. Even the wrestlers themselves love No Mercy. And WrestleMania 2000 was the precursor to that. So, point of view, you are the actual video game, and Mankind and Mr. Socko are playing two-player together. Mr. Socko is totally kicking Mankind's ass. So, not bad. It's not a bad cover. Nice, wholesome take on wrestling covers. Oh, we're about to get into 2000. What have we got for 2000, Nintendo Power? We got another Mario Party. The biggest bonus issue ever. And Mario looks like he's ready to finger bang the whole competition, folks. Mini Games Mega Blast. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcons. Bunny. You look like you got something to say in the chat. Oh. I mean, look, he's got the finger right there. He's pointing it at you when he's a cowboy and he likes to go bang, bang. So, what else? Mario Party 2, aka the only Mario Party on all virtual consoles. So, it is an extra special Mario Party right there. But honestly, the cover itself, whatever. I got no opinions on it. Next, Tarzan. Looking very chiseled right there. Look like something straight out of a Cosmopolitan. And hey, it's a Disney tie-in. I'm surprised they didn't put Clayton on the front, because that was Nintendo Power's whole aesthetic, putting the bad guy on the front. But no, we got Tarzan staring so intensely at you like he does in the actual movie. Which, for the record, the best part about Disney's Tarzan, Phil Collins. Phil Collins from beginning to end. Best part, muffled Phil Collins playing in the background. Yeah, I don't care if it's muffled. Phil Collins, his contribution to Tarzan, one of the best things Disney did in the Renaissance era. And Rosie O'Donnell back there looking very happy and enthusiastic. And Tarzan, he wants to stare into your soul. Wait, hold on. Be Tarzan. You game? Oh, he's saying his stuff in Spanish? Oh, that's interesting. I definitely want to hear that now. That's some cool knowledge there. Thank you. Be Tarzan. You game? I guess it's not a bad cover. I mean, I have opinions about it, but it's alright. It's alright. Next. Oh, this cover goes so hard. Pokemon Stadium. Battle them all in 3D. The Stadium games suck without the Game Boy. Oh, yes. I can see that, and to an extent, I would agree. Because the Pokemon the default Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium, it's like something straight out of the Pro Leagues with very pro-level movesets that didn't exist in the actual Game Boy games. It was kind of weird, but if you could use your own through Game Boy, then yeah, maybe it's better. But the mini games, yes, we cannot forget about the mini games. The mini games in Pokemon Stadium were pretty fun, which is why Switch Online is making a mistake putting them on there. Well, mistake? I guess I'd have to revisit it again just to see. But again, to a certain degree, I do agree with you that it is a little harsh if you were stuck with the default Pokemon in Stadium. But the cover itself, though, I love it. It's Crescent Fresh. It's a Crescent Fresh cover, y'all. Oh, yeah. Me, Bunny, and a friend were actually talking about this the other day about Stadium 2's mini games. That pretty much the only reason why we need Stadium 2 was because of the mini games. So yeah, we're just gonna admire this cover a little bit longer before we go to the next one, which I'm sure is a cover. Oh no, it's actually Tony Hawk. Oh man, the Tony Hawk games, they were gigantic deal in the late 90s, early 2000s. Also South Park Rally. Oh, but wait a second, ECW Hardcore Revolution, wow. Oh, and also, there's a Mewtwo trading card in here. But you gotta get through Tony Hawk to get to it. I mean, I've personally never played a Tony Hawk game, but it does look a lot of fun. Yeah, nah, JP correct here, but on the PlayStation. The Nintendo 64 versions are kind of weird. The Nintendo 64 versions of games that were released on the PlayStation, yeah, a lot of it was weird. Because of cartridge space, the songs are cut heavily. Yeah, I believe that. I absolutely believe that. But hey, Nintendo Power moved on from Ken Griffey Jr. to Tony Hawk, because I'm pretty sure this is not the last time we see him. It's not bad. It's not a bad cover. Oh, soon we'll be getting to Kirby 64. Soon. But first, Excite Bike 64. The game that also included the original Excite Bike. The dirt on this one, the dirt effects make it seem like the motorcycle is evaporating in midair. I think the only thing I remember about Excite Bike 64 was the music, and that's only because the music was featured in Smash titles. Yeah, the Game Boy Color Metal Gear Solid. I would not mind playing that. I never did. Most expensive Game Boy Color title? To be honest, a lot of cartridge games are expensive these days. Thanks, scalpers. Oh, also, it's the return of the blur effects. At least I'm pretty sure that's a blur effect right there. Honestly, I'm gonna put you in lame. Only for the effect choices. Next. Very slow month for Nintendo Power here. Army Men Air Combat. I guess to be fair, Nintendo Power was competing against the newly launched Dreamcast and still trying to compete against PlayStation, because I think this was the same year we got Vagrant Story and Chrono Cross. How can we compete against Vagrant Story and Chrono Cross? Army Men. Strategies to live for. Looney Tunes, Duck Dodgers starring Daffy Duck, Indie Racing 2000. Wario Land 3. Why didn't you put Wario Land 3 on the cover? Because they probably thought Army Men Air Combat was a bigger deal than Wario Land 3. Turok 3, Warlock, Aiden Chronicles. And hey, classified GoldenEye codes. It's like Nintendo Power saying, remember kids, we're still the system that has GoldenEye. Yay. I mean, sure, you could play Unreal Tournament, but wouldn't you want to play GoldenEye? But this cover itself, whatever. It's a whatever cover. There is no such thing as a good Nintendo 64 RPG. No. Yeah. Sad but true. Next. Hey, there we go. Kirby 64. A great Kirby game. Very underrated too. Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. This is actually a pretty cute cover. And it actually depicts Kirby looking cute. None of that tough facial acts right there. This is Kirby in his purest. Oh, hey, Crystallis on the Game Boy Color. Crystallis was fine. Wait a minute. The world. Oh, wait. I think isn't that James Bond? Why am I thinking about the DS RPG? But anyway, Kirby 64. I like this cover. It's gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. It looks like he's thinking about being mad at the top, but deciding not to be. Nah, not Kirby. Not an angry bone in his body. Just the bones of everyone he inhales. Anyway, next. Mario Tennis. Next cover is gnarly because Tennis gave us Waluigi. It did give us Waluigi. And look at that. Yoshi and Birdo are dating here. Baby Mario is trying out rackets. Oh, hey. Daisy. One of the best Smash fighters. Gnarly? Okay, it's gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. The man, the myth, the legend, Waluigi. And the man Smash will never invite. No, he will not. Because Sakurai was too busy bringing Sora over to Smash. He dropped all his time with Sora. Who has time for Waluigi? Next. Pokemon Gold and Silver. We got Ho-Oh and Lugia in a very bland black cover in the back. What was my first impression when I saw Waluigi? Honestly, back then I wasn't really thinking that much about Nintendo because I was too invested with the PlayStation at this point. And this was also when I was starting to get heavily invested in wrestling way more than I had been. And I was also growing my taste in anime through Toonami. So Nintendo was kind of sort of on the back burner for me. When it came to my interest, it was tough to compete against things like Gundam Wing and Outlaw Star and PlayStation and Kurt Angle in his rookie career. Oh, we got a story. You were studying Japanese at the time. So my mind exploded in pieces when I was like, he is Waluigi. He is Warui. What a moment. Warui. Yeah. Waluigi. He is an inspiration to so many people. He is a classic, an icon. Very iconic. But anyway, this cover, not a big fan of it. I wish there was more than just a black background for these two, because gold and silver, really fun Pokemon. Weird. Nah, he's not weird. He's wonderful. Wonderful. Can't say the same about this Pokemon cover, though. Lame. It's a lame cover. Sorry, Gold Silver. You deserve much better than that. Wonderful. Next, Majora's Mask. Not a fan of the font here, but Majora's Mask. And also, Nintendo's new hardware. Oh, what could that be, I wonder? Other than the font, it's actually not a bad cover. Not a bad cover. And another widely debated Zelda game right here, Majora's Mask. It was either Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Yes, this is 2000 right now. To be specific, we are at, I don't know where we're at now. What? Oh. October. We're in October 2000 right here. But yeah. This or Ocarina of Time? Which one was the best of all time? Majora's Mask is probably the most characterized Zelda. I tried playing Majora's Mask when it was on the Switch because I had never played it up in that point. For me personally, it was kind of tough to get invested in it, but I can totally see why people like it though. No judgment or criticizing or side-eyeing anybody that likes this game, because I totally get it. The aesthetic looks great. It's just the gameplay itself and all the time management, not too big on that. Was I fully into PlayStation? I guess so. PlayStation was at the top of my... Oh, wait, actually, wait a second. I have a repressed memory that's coming out right now. Yes, I was invested in the PlayStation. There weren't really a lot of Nintendo 64 games coming out that interested me. But this was also the year that I was introduced to emulators. And here's a funny story on that I don't think I've ever told anybody. My mom, she had recently gone through a divorce, and she was going into America Online to look for potential people to date or to hook up with. And she found a guy online, and he seemed like he was the one. They were really hitting it off. My mom was even flew to wherever he lived to visit him, wherever he lived. I remember so vividly now. He was trying to impress my mom by trying to get to know me better, because what better way to hook up with someone than through their family? He was trying to impress her by impressing me with the concept of emulating classic games. So the boyfriend knew that I loved Chrono Trigger, because Chrono Trigger was one of my favorite, probably my number one favorite game at the time. He knew I liked Chrono Trigger, so he showed me, hey, Mitty, guess what? Did you know that you could play Chrono Trigger on the computer with save states? So I think emulating the Super Nintendo did not really help with my interest in a Nintendo 64. So there's that. There's my story of how I discovered emulators. A bio for Tinder. I will teach your kids the wonders of ZSNES. Of course, my mom and the guy, they broke up soon afterwards. It didn't work out at all. It didn't work out between them. But hey, I learned about emulators through him. So thank you, Burpman, for inadvertently letting me relive how I got into emulators. So anyway, Majora's Mask, the cover. Like I said, other than the font, it's actually a pretty decent cover. I'm putting it under fine. Because you can't compete against Waluigi. No problem. Remove the question mark. Do not, it's fine, it's cool. Next, it's Pikachu. Hey, you Pikachu. Oh yeah. Isn't this the one where you got to quote unquote talk to Pikachu? Was it that game? Because yeah, I believe that was considered one of the worst spin-offs. Oh, it is. With the semi-functional mic. Yep, semi-functional. That's about how I describe Nintendo 64 after 98. Oh, but hey, Harvest Moon 2. MDi and Naboo is something Disney would do now. They absolutely would do that right now. No, also they would put pod racing in Mickey's Speedway USA as well. Oh, duh! I should have realized it sooner. Talk to the Pokemon. So, okay, so I actually don't know. I kind of want to put this in the whatever tier, but because it's this game, specifically this game, should it be under lame? Or something less than that? It's not going above whatever. But I feel like because it's Hey You Pikachu, it might deserve one of the crappy tiers. The most re-released game, Donald Duck, Going Quackers. Quack, quack, quack. I guess we could put this under lame. Because it's the game. Anyway, next. Banjo-Tooie, Collectathons, trying to burst out of obscurity. Oh. Oh, WCW meets WWF. Not yet, Nintendo Power. WCW didn't quite meet WWF until March 2001. But it's very funny seeing how Nintendo Power foreshadowed what would happen to WCW in a few months from now. Ekum Bokum. Yeah. I mean, Banjo-Tooie, didn't really care for it, but this cover's actually not bad. It is not a bad cover, so boom, right there. Oh! You know what? Community Game Along. Puzzle Game Month. Next month. To start the 10th Community Game Along event, the theme is all about puzzle games. I might have to try Pokemon Puzzle Challenge for the first time. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, and I read this as Mewtwo Strikes Back, but no, it's Marvin Strikes Back.